need people like you to help find a cure for one of the most prevalent diseases. The American Diabetes Association is a nonprofit organization that is committed to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by this disease. There are nearly 30 million Americans that have a form of diabetes, so that means 1 in every 10 Americans possesses some type of the disease. There is a very good chance that you or someone in your family has a disease or is susceptible to it. This number is increasing daily. With your help, we can reduce the number of people with a disease and eventually get a cure. Today, I will tell you why you should get involved to help a nonprofit organization like the American Diabetes Association. First, let me tell you a little bit more about diabetes. There are almost 30 million Americans as of 2014 that have type 1, type 2, or pre-diabetes. As Shaolin says in his book, not only is there 1 in 10 Americans that have this deadly disease, but over 382 million people worldwide. Approximately 10% of all diabetes cases are type 1, which is when your pancreas doesn't produce insulin. Between 2001 and 2009, type 1 diabetes among those less than 20 years of age rose 23%. Type 2 is when your body doesn't produce enough insulin to support your body. Type 2 is more manageable with proper diet and healthy exercise. Prediabetes is when your blood sugar is higher than normal levels because you're borderline to having the disease. This is more manageable and people can sometimes prevent going to full diabetes. As Gallmer mentions, the most common diabetes symptoms include frequent urination, intense thirst and hunger, weight gain, unusual weight loss, fatigue, cuts and bruises that do not heal, numbness, and tingling in hands and feet. With help from people like you, we can put an end to the victims that are suffering from these terminal diseases. As the American Diabetes website says, this organization delivers service to hundreds of communities, provides information for both patients and healthcare professionals, and advocates on behalf of people denied their rights because of diabetes. The association was founded by 26 physicians when it got underway 75 years ago. It remained an organization for healthcare professionals during its first 30 years. In 1970, the association welcomed general members, and in the years since, it has grown to include a network of more than 1 million volunteers. The main goal for the American Diabetes Association is to eventually find a cure for this disease. While the researchers are working on a cure, they still use all the volunteers to raise money in many different ways and bring awareness of this disease to people who just think diabetes is people who eat too much sugar. As with almost any organization, you can start to make an impact today by giving money that can go to research to finding a cure for diabetes, or it can go to helping people that are suffering from the disease. There are many different events that have to raise money, such as a Walk for a Cure that takes place in Atlanta every year and has been a great way for the organization to spread awareness throughout the city. The Tour de Cure is a cycling event that the ADA puts on every year. As their website says, the Tour de Cure is a series of fundraising cycling events held in 44 states nationwide to benefit the American Diabetes Association. The tour is a ride, not a race, with routes designated for everyone from the occasional rider to the experienced cyclist. Whether you ride 10 miles or 100 miles, you will travel a route supported from start to finish with rest stops, food to fuel the journey, and fans that cheer you on. They encourage you to raise money in this fun, exciting way to get involved and help out. There are many different ways that you can get involved and make an impact. As the diabetes.org website says, your involvement as an ADA volunteer, whether on a local or national level, will help us expand our community outreach and impact, inspire healthy living, intensify our advocacy efforts, raise critical dollars to fund our mission, and uphold our reputation as the moving fence and trusted leader in the diabetes community. It is very easy and gratifying to get involved with an organization like this. Today I told you about the American Diabetes Association and how you can get involved and help the many Americans affected by this disease. With your help today, we can get rid of this disease and hopefully before you know someone that is affected by it. How can you get more information or sign up? You can go to diabetes.org to find out more information and get involved today. The community is committed to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by this disease. With help from people like you, we can make diabetes a thing of the past, not only for the 382 million people worldwide, but also for me.